Today we will explore the Satellite Pyramid in Dahshur, and I can tell you already that I have very interesting information for you. In Dahshur there are several important pyramids, and one of them is the Bent Pyramid, which you see there. And there is also the Red Pyramid, which is the third largest pyramid in Egypt. And here you can see the Black Pyramid. The Black Pyramid is restricted for visitors. You're not even allowed to go near the Black Pyramid because they say it's about to collapse, or there is a danger that it might collapse. But when you take a closer look at it, you'll see that the Black Pyramid looks like it has been powderized, and for some reason it turned black. So there's certainly a lot of questions to ask about this Black Pyramid. Here you can see the enormous Bent Pyramid, which for me is one of the most interesting pyramids in Egypt. The video, we will release it soon here on the channel, so please don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, on that particular morning, I visited the Bent Pyramid in the early morning. And after that, I walked around the pyramid and I noticed this small so-called Satellite Pyramid. Why is it called Satellite Pyramid? Because it is like a small satellite attached to the Bent Pyramid. And that is something that we see a lot in Egypt, that next to the important pyramids, that they build like smaller pyramids next to it. And you can see already that it's way smaller than the Bent Pyramid. But also you might have noticed already that there's 3 persons there in the back, and you can see like the pyramid is still an enormous structure. And the Bent Pyramid is really gigantic. And it's so interesting from inside also. It's very hard to comprehend like why it looks the way it does from the inside. And that morning I also noticed this interesting hole there. It's directly opposite the entrance of the Satellite Pyramid. I'm not really sure what we're looking at here. Maybe you guys can write it in the comments. What are we seeing here? Did somebody try to dig a hole here, or is this some kind of tunnel that has been closed? What is this here? And yeah, as you can see, it is exactly opposite the entrance of the Satellite Pyramid. Maybe they're also connected somehow, who knows. And yeah, on that morning I wanted to visit that Satellite Pyramid, so I went there to check it out. You can see it has also very interesting casing stones with very high level of erosion. And the door was closed, I couldn't go inside. So I went to look for some Egyptians there until I found somebody who has the key for the lock. And this kind man let me in. And Egypt, you can get in almost anywhere with a little bit of conversing and a little bit of bakshish, how you say in Egypt. You can get in almost everywhere. And yeah, now we will enter this Satellite Pyramid, and inside we have some very interesting information for you guys. Here you can see the Bent Pyramid in the back. Incredible structure. Millions of stone blocks have been used here also. What's really interesting is that you can see the lower casing stones, they almost still have their original shape, but they have this extreme level of erosion, these kind of holes. What's also interesting there in Dahshur, I noticed that there is some kind of gas field, or at least some kind of gas processing facility or something, which is also an interesting fact. You can see the stones look like they have been exposed to great heat or something. Check out also our video about the Unas pyramid. It's also very interesting. I will link it here. Yeah, now he opened the door for us. A last quick panorama shot of the pyramid. And yeah, let's explore the small satellite pyramid. Please subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more videos coming at you in the next weeks and months. Now we will descend into the satellite pyramid. It goes down pretty steep. As you can see, they have added some wooden floor and stairs. Without these stairs, it would be like a slide. You would have to slide down. And here I noticed an interesting hole there in the passageway. Please write in the comments what we're looking at here. How did this hole, why do we see this hole there, and why is there some kind of room there in the back? What are we looking at here? This is always the thing in Egypt, you know, you start looking closer at it and you think you get answers by visiting the places, but you only come back with more questions than you already had. Also, please check out our video about the Maidum pyramid. We found glass inside the Maidum pyramid. The video is here. So then it goes a little bit up again. And here I will put a 3D graphic, which I got from one of the papers from Keith Hamilton. I will link the document in the description so you can check it out. And you're about to see, we will reach the central chamber of this pyramid now, and you will see that it's very small. I think these characteristical Egyptian sarcophagus, they don't even fit in there actually. So yeah, now we will reach this burial chamber, how they call it. And here you have this characteristical corbelled ceiling. And down there is a shaft. And as you can see, at the bottom of this shaft, it's not fully excavated. We're looking at sand here. Or maybe it has been fully excavated and it has been filled up again. But we are not looking at the ground. We are not looking at stone. So definitely there is more down there. And this is something that we see a lot in Egypt. And in my opinion, this is a topic that is not really spoken about and covered up from official side. I have seen underground structures in almost every place in Egypt. For example, in the Great Pyramid and the Pyramid of Khufu, we have also this subterranean chamber at the bottom. And this chamber looks like a cave, almost like unfinished or raw. And down there is also a shaft that goes straight down. And same like the one here in the Satellite Pyramid, this one also has been filled up with sand or rubble. And there is a lot of stories and legends about these kind of shafts. Officially, this shaft here inside the Great Pyramid is only a few meters deep. But I have spoken to people in Giza that lived there for many generations, who have been inside the pyramid before this shaft has been covered up. And I have heard numbers that this shaft is more than 70 meters deep. And there is even stories that this shaft leads to a tunnel that leads under the Nile River and connects until the Fayum oasis. And I have even heard stories that in the 70s, the former minister of antiquity, the one who was before Zahi Hawass, if I remember correctly, his name was Ahmed Kadri, that this man stated on camera that this shaft is more than 70 meters deep. Now, I could not find any information about that. If anyone here on the channel knows the Arabic language, maybe you can find out and do some research in Arabic. Maybe you can find something about it. But I think this is a big cover-up. And I have seen also in many temples and other structures in Egypt, I have seen shafts that go down and tunnels that run under the temples. I can really say that almost every structure in Egypt is sitting on a subterranean structure. There is always something underneath. Here you can see the temple of Esna. There is also holes. Here you see the Giza plateau. Hundreds of shafts leading down. But from official side, they always say there is nothing down there. They covered it up. You're not supposed to look down there. Some people are saying that all these structures are somehow connected and that there are vast subterranean cities under Egypt and the Giza plateau. But yeah, let's continue. Maybe you have noticed it already that in this pyramid, same as in many other pyramids, we find this mysterious black substance on the walls and on the ceiling. And there are different theories about this. We find also a lot of this in the Red Pyramid. Here you can see a photo from the Red Pyramid, which also stands here in Dahshur. And here this black substance is even more present. And we find this always on the same spots, like on the corners and on the walls. This photo is also from the Red Pyramid, and it's really strange. It seems like it's really leaking out of the stone itself. And what's also interesting, here's another photo also from the Red Pyramid, and there is also a hole in the wall. And this particular wall has been photographed over a time span of 7 months. And you can see that between March 2010 and November 2010, a lot of this black stuff has leaked out of the stone. Please let us know in the comments here, how can this be explained? What is going on here? What is this black goo or this black substance? But I have more for you. I was in contact with scientists from the ISAIDA project, which is an association of independent researchers who research the pyramids and other structures in Egypt. And they sent me this document where they have analyzed this black substance in a laboratory with a microscope. And they found some very interesting and exotic metals in this black substance. We will quickly go over the most important findings. And here we have to say that they found really many different metals, and many of them naturally occur in the limestone in a certain concentration. And here we will only mention the metals or the findings that have been found in exceptionally high concentrations. So the first one that they found is strontium. And strontium has been found in a concentration that is roughly double the normal concentration in the limestone. The next one is iron. Here we found roughly 100 times the concentration as we would normally expect in the limestone. The next one is barium. Barium has been found in up to 500 times the normal concentration. Then we have copper. Copper also has been found in 5,000 times higher concentration. This could mean that maybe these are residues, traces of the copper tools that they used maybe. If you want to get deeper into this topic, you should definitely check out the channel Land of Chem. He goes really deep into this topic. Let's continue. Here we have zinc. Zinc also 1,000 times higher than the normal composition. Impossible to occur naturally in the limestone. Then we have thorium. 7,000 to 70,000 times higher than the normal concentration. Thorium is even mildly radioactive. Then we have antimonium, also very high concentrations. Normally it doesn't exist in the limestone. These are very unnatural occurrences here. And this all points to that this pyramid or many other structures have been maybe used for chemical reactions. Maybe these were some kind of chemical factories, or they produced electricity in there with the help of chemical reactions. But it's really astonishing what metals they found in there. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this. And what also caught my attention when I heard barium and strontium, I will put on the tinfoil hat now. When you research about geoengineering and chemtrails, you will learn that allegedly they are spraying also barium and strontium on us. Let me know in the comments if there could be a connection. But yeah, I really like the idea that this pyramid was some kind of chemical factory. Who knows what they have done in there, really. And again, guys, if you want to get really into the deep science of this, check out the Land of Chem channel. And yeah, as I said before, if these wooden stairs wouldn't be there, you would have to slide down there. And some pyramids, they are so steep that even sliding could be difficult. And yeah, again, as always, no inscriptions, no hieroglyphs. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have good stuff coming at you. The Red Pyramid, the Bent Pyramid, many other structures in Egypt and all over the world. Yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video about the small Satellite Pyramid of Dahshur. If you like to support our work, you can find the PayPal link in the description. Thank you for your time, have a wonderful day and see you in the next video. Ciao!